on Tuesdays. We're a little bit later than normal that we normally would be, but we're glad that you're here with us. We're glad to have you with us here today in my home. And we go through the Proverbs on Tuesdays. You know that a proverb a day will keep, I believe, keep the devil away, keep us from insanity, keep us from those things that cause us to be vexed in our spirit and ultimately cause us to disobey God. Really quick, I want to give you my definition for sin. I've been working on this definition. It's one of those things we all know it happens, but it's kind of difficult to define. So I'm using sin as an acronym in this definition. And here it is. So in my heart and in my mind, what I've understood from studying the Bible, sin is this selfish, impulsive numbness that is seen in our words, our thoughts, and actions that leads to ignorance, rebellion, and evil, and is often covered up by lies and deceit. Then a really simple way to reduce that definition is to say it is disagreeing with God. Therefore, when people are talking about, is this a sin? What you're really saying is, does God agree with this? And it might be a great way for you to simplify, to comprehend or understand when you really want to glorify God, your creator, to look at what sin actually is. And just in Genesis 3, where it entered for humanity, I just see all of that at work. I see selfishness. I see this impulsive, because you're just led like by your nature, your natural pull. And then there's a numbness that comes from what God thinks. Like we don't care what God thinks as long as we get our needs met. And this then leads to ignorance. We don't know. Rebellion. We don't want to do what he says. To evil. I like how this feels, no matter who it hurts. And it is often covered up by deceit and outright lies. And one of the books that helps us understand the truth of those things is Proverbs. So today we're in Proverbs 13, and I want to give you this verse in Proverbs 13, verse 5. It says, a righteous man hates lying, but a wicked man is loathsome and comes to shame. Shameless plug. I'm writing a book and it's about shame. So hopefully it'll come out sometime next year, and hopefully you'll get a chance to read it. I think it'll bless you. But when you look at this verse, the righteous man hates lying. Why? Do you hate lying, or do you lie, to get out of trouble or to spare someone else? But notice here, the Proverbs say a righteous person that is righteous. Now, here in the Proverbs, it's somebody seeking righteousness. It's not what we look at as justification and the righteousness of Christ, because that hadn't happened. Certainly for us who believe, it should give us even more insight as to who we are. But you think about it in Solomon's day, the person is just trying to do what's right. Like it said, that person just will not like lying. And it makes sense. You don't want people lying to you, telling you something that's not true. I don't, because it causes you to make choices that then impact you and others, and often it's not even based on the truth. And often people are try to make you feel a certain way even when they lie. And so, yes, and I have lied before, and it's not good. It just and I don't like lying. That wasn't my sin of choice, but it happened because I was a sinner and born in sin, and just like my definition, just trying to get out of it. So the righteous will hate lying, but the wicked, it says, but a wicked man is loathsome and comes to shame. The wicked, the people that are not pursuing right, the people that don't care what God thinks, they lie and they don't care. They believe there's no retribution or consequence for it. They think they get away with it. And some people, pathological liars, they don't even care. Like they lie and they know one day you'll figure it out, but not today, right? And then of course deceit causes us to believe that there's an element of truth in the lie, and it causes us to lie. Make no mistake about it. This proverb is clear. Wise people, righteous people, people seeking God, they do not enjoy lying. And the Bible clearly tells us not to lie. If you have a problem with lying, you need to really think about it. It's like that movie, Liar, Liar, right? Where somebody is made where they can only tell the truth, and it's so awkward, right? But the truth sets us free. The truth leads us to victory. It takes away shame and the potential for being misled. And the Bible says the devil is a liar in John chapter 8 and the father of it. I mean, it sounds kind of harsh to ask, like, who's your daddy? But it does come down to that. Like, God is love. God is light. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. But the enemy is a liar. I tell you what, convince me that your father is not the devil and spend the next 90 days all the way to Christmas and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If you make that, let me know. Send me a comment. Say, Everett, I went 90 days without telling a lie. And if you recognize that, man, I lie a lot, and you're like, wow, this is wrong. This is not right. I don't like this. Then I need you to know that Jesus died on the cross, rose from the dead for liars, and he can set you free. Look, you guys have a wonderful day. Love being here with you. If you like the content, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Let others know. And we will see you soon. Peace.